What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You know what it is. It's your boy, Tasman Holloway. Hopefully you guys are liking these videos, hitting the subscribe button, and just appreciating the content that I'm about to be giving you guys, man. Like I said, I'm not just a tutorial channel. I want to give everybody just like the ambiance of what a barber life can obviously create and obviously produce when you putting in the work and you putting in the grind, and we ain't worried about what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, numbers don't lie at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure you grind and put your best foot forward, man, and make sure you always believing in what you got going on. Don't matter what nobody gotta say. It matters about what you're doing, how you producing, and what you're producing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and numbers don't lie. That's one thing you can say. Opinions, everybody got them. Numbers, stats are facts, and that's all that matters. I'm been giving y'all a lot of videos. This is obviously what I've been doing for years and years and years, but it's dope to share it with the world. It's dope to share with people who really want to see it, and it's dope to teach people how to elevate their craft. You know, I wish somebody would have taught me how to do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn this stuff just by watching the OGs, and you know, I come from a rough background, you know, from the bottom. So, you know, to be able to get to the point where I got in life and be able to teach y'all how to do this stuff. I used to cut in kitchens and bathrooms and garages and all kind of stuff. So owning my own businesses, owning my own shops, having employees, and doing what I've been doing and paying taxes and elevating my brand by myself. Nobody gave me a tutorial on how to do anything. I had to learn through trial and error. So I'm giving you guys a lot of gems. I'm giving you guys a lot of game, giving you guys a lot of inspiration, and giving you guys a lot of motivation. You know what I'm saying? I'm like I said, I'm not just a barber channel. We're gonna be out here doing all kind of stuff. Traveling. I love cars. I love shoes. You know, I love working. I love cutting hair. So, you know, just tune in, get a vibe with your boy, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that post notification bell. So whenever I'm dropping these bangers on you guys, I'm talking about these bangers, you know what I'm saying? Whenever I'm dropping them, y'all need to be aware and be seeing them and getting notes. We gonna vibe off each other. You gonna help me, help you, help us both go to the top. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing we do. We going up. You know what I'm saying? Look at you some more inspiration. That's why I look at every morning when I get up in the morning. Look at this view. Come on, man. That's what it is. So you always gotta thank God, have inspiration, have motivation, and always have preparation, because when you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. So it's your boy Tasman Holloway. Enjoy this video, watch the tutorials. I'm gonna give y'all a couple more than I gave y'all yesterday, so I'm probably give y'all 3 today. These are gonna be different cuts. So enjoy it, like it, comment below, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Peace. What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You know what it is. It's your boy. Man, today we're gonna have a little more fun on this cut, man. I'm getting a little more comfortable. Just vibing with y'all, man. Y'all become like a family, man. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take this 1.5 detachable, and we're gonna go with the grain. We're going forward. We're going forward with it. Just coming down. Getting them waves right, you know what I'm saying? Getting them waves real clean, you know what I'm saying? Getting them waves right, getting them icy. Making sure my dude, it's my dude right here. When he come to the shop, this is one thing you got to remember with your customers, man. It's not always about just putting out these crazy fades, crazy haircuts. Look how we are having camaraderie in the shop. You know what I mean? We definitely have vibe, you know, and we have more than just, you know, a haircut. You know, you can have a boring cut where you guys just sit there and don't talk. But me and this dude, we like to talk it, chop it up, vibe, all that. I'm going to waves, just making sure everything looks good, makes it look copacetic. And, you know, I understand his hair, so I'm able to cut at this particular notion and this motion. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna make sure we ain't gonna damage these waves. He works really hard on his waves, so we'll make sure the waves look good. I'm just what I call right now, I'm laying my foundation. You know how you mow the lawn? I'm just laying the foundation so we get these lines right. Now I'm gonna come in, I'm getting the extra excess hair off of them. I don't like all the extra hair, man. We gotta get it out the way, get it up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm about to come in, clean our tools. You know, remember that, always clean your tools. Cool care go the best, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna come in now with the regular cheap clipper that I've been using all my tutorials the last couple of days. And I'm just coming in, I'm just flicking out that fade. I balled out, I open a little bit, now I'm coming clip over comb, boom. We're not clip over comb yet, but I'm just combing it out, getting up in there. Now I'm clip over combing it, getting that weight, all that weight that's in there. I don't like all that weight. Get it up out of there, get it up out of there. You know what I mean? Get it up out of there, get it up out of there. There we go. There we go. And these are gonna be phenomenal blends. Now, like the way my eye looks at this is a phenomenal blend. You know what I mean? Boom, then we come to the other side. You know what I mean? We're gonna do the same thing. Close a little bit, open a little bit. Boom, flick of the wrist, flick of the wrist, flick of the wrist, flick of the wrist, flick of the wrist. Like what Drake said. You know what I mean? You know, but, you know, it's just, we getting up in there, man. We just having fun. At the end of the day, I try to always have fun with my haircuts. I don't, like I said, even being in a video where I'm telling you guys right now, have fun, man. Enjoy these cuts, man. Have fun with them. If the camera wasn't on, I still would be doing this with my customers. I think that's why they love me. We just have fun. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's how you make a lot of money too. It's just, you got to create a vibe. Like when you go to your favorite restaurant or you go to your favorite movie, what brings you to want to, you know, call it your favorite? You know, I'm doing the neckline, tapering it out, getting it up out of there, coach. Get it up out of there, coach. Get it up out of there. Get it up out of there. Get it up out of there. You know, now we making sure that taper come out phenomenally clean in the back. He likes his tapers a little high, only because of the nape, how his nape line sits at. But, you know, he wants to taper a little high. So we're going to make sure that we do what the customer asked. Now, people get in the comment section, say, we take a taper a little high. Well, that's what he asked for. And, you know, these guys all wear tapers differently. Some guys with tapers low, some guys like high tapers. You know, this is how I do my high tapers though. But notice the motion, how I'm getting in there and getting that weight off the neck, off the back of the head, off the line. You know what I'm saying? Now we've created, you know what I'm saying, the, you know, just pretty much the compass with what I'm going to be using to line up. I'm making sure everything looks cool, everything looks right. And this is how I get into the motion of come back on my liners. So we come back with the line. We're going to spread our dead weight off of them, all that excess here. And we're going to come back, clean up our liners. And come back and clean them joints off. Always use Cool Care. I like Cool Care the most because it's just simple, it's clean, and it gets right to it. And I was in the zone so fast, just talking to him. I'm like, oh, man, I'm recording. I'm like, oh, man, Taz, come on, man. You can't do that to people, man. You got to show them what you're doing with the cut. So as I'm lining him up, I noticed that. And I'm like, man, I got to get my dude more into the camera so I can show you guys what I'm doing. So we was so in the zone talking about some important stuff, me and my dude. And, you know, I appreciate this customer a lot because he understands it more than anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of the times people just don't understand. Everybody don't have the same background, the same story, or the same ideas, or the same, you know, motives, you know, with barbering. You know, maybe you want to cut hair to take care of your family. Maybe you want to cut hair to invest in real estate. Maybe you want to cut hair to just because you love it. But always have an end goal, because you can't cut hair forever. You know what I'm saying? You got to find a way to invest. I think that's why my customers love me, because I'm a real businessman, entrepreneur, and I understand the narrative of how to cut hair and invest and be good at it at the same time. So now remember, I got to get these guys back on my tutorial. So I'm turning the chair around, getting you guys back involved. That's my bad, man. Like I said, we was having some good chop ups. Now, getting that line up on the back of that neck, making sure that taper looks really good. You know what I'm saying? And just going over that ear, getting all that hair off the ear. You know what I mean? Getting that hair off the ear. You know what I mean? And boom, we hitting that beard. He's in the military. Normally he doesn't wear a beard, but he wanted to keep his line up because he's on leave right now. So we're going to keep that line up on leave and just make sure it looks clean for him. You know what I'm saying? And just basically chopping it up. Like I said, everybody that come in the chair, they always love getting advice from me on, you know, how to invest, what stocks should they invest in, what's real estate looking like. I actually start real estate school. Sorry, you guys. I start real estate school in 2 weeks. So, you know, everybody's just wanting to, you know, understand my story and where I got to where I'm at. And it's all hard work and dedication. But we chopping it up though. We enjoying ourselves. And I'm just having fun with this fade. I'm not even really like, I'm just having fun. You know what I'm saying? What I do is I think like you gotta learn how to have fun and understand what you're doing with the haircut. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody has their own, like I say all the time, everybody has their own way of how they cut, what they do. At the end of the day, as long as you produce numbers, giving out a quality product, you know what I mean? You know, I think people took one video that was posted and they ran with that. Like, I'm a terrible barber. And, you know, it was 9 haircuts, 30 minutes, man. So at the end of the day, you know, shout out to the guys that challenged me, my dude Nate and KV and Miss T. It was what we do in the shop on Saturdays. We just like to have fun and chop it up and just have fun. I'm sorry I'm blocking the camera, you guys. Like I said, once again, definitely didn't mean to do that. You know what I'm saying? We just ended up having a good vibe. So me and him chopping it up, but I'm tapping that front line now. I'm just getting that line right. As I'm stroking one time, you don't want to go too many times because I don't want to touch them waves too much. He got really nice waves. So we really don't want to touch them waves too much. We just want to make sure we got a guideline. So when we come back with that razor and come back with everything, people can realize like, okay, man, this dude got serious waves. So now coming into, we're going to probably grab the fibers now. And we're just going to add a little bit. Some barbers like to use the high beam or the beam sprays. I don't. I like using fibers because I have more control. That's just my opinion. Once again, maybe you don't like the fibers. I don't know. But me personally, I like the fibers. It's what works for me. It what keeps me like, I don't know. It's what keeps me like in creative control of what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. At the end of the day, I love using the fibers. It's simple. And I'm always going to just have, I've used the beams and stuff like that. I'm just, for what I do, I like the fibers and I'm always going to use the fibers. I mean, I'm always going to elevate and try other things, but now we come back to hold the line. Now we want to hold all that stuff we done sprayed on there. We want to hold it. So we come back with the dryer and we want to just get all the dry around on this particular taper. When you get it dry all the way around, I like to feel it, make sure it's getting a little more hard. I like it when and it's not gonna really be hard, but it's more firm. Because now I got a trick to what I do. I like to get it real firm, you know what I'm saying, when I'm about to line it up. And there's a reason why. The whole head needs to be firm. I want everything in place. So when he goes home and brushes his hair, he has the same appeal when he comes back in 2 weeks. That's when you know you're a real good barber. So now I'm going back over it, right? I'm going back over because I want to lay it all the way down. Like I said, once again, when he goes home and brushes his hair, and he should have the same lineup. When the fibers are gone, you still should have a clean lineup when the fibers are not there. So now I'm going back over it. I'm just making sure all that hair is just laying down real good and tight. It's real tight right now. So I got control of it. That's why I froze it, because it's real tight. You know what I'm saying? Now, you see all the extra hair falling off? That didn't fall off before. But now because I was it's frozen and I held it, it's able to fall off more easier now. Now I'm going to come back, spray off the excess hair, and this is when it gets real saucy right here. Now I'm coming in with the liners, and I'm using my whites now. My white ones. I'm just coming in, I'm just tapping. And you got to learn how to get comfortable with both hands when you're cutting, because you can't always just use your right hand, or if you're left-handed, use your left hand. You got to learn how to use both. Now I'm creating my C's. Boom. Connect them. You know what I mean? Now I'm coming in with that white one. Tap, tap, tap. You see, I have a stroke motion. Look at that motion. There's this motion. You know what I'm saying? You just tapping lightly. You know what I mean? And then boom, it's starting to create that nice lineup. I'm just tapping lightly. It's all a finesse in the wrist. That wrist is so important. How you flicking it? Flicking the wrist. Flicking the wrist. And it's creating the C's. You know what I mean? And man, I like having fun with this stuff. Like I told you guys, man, the biggest thing is just having fun. At the end of the day, we want to create something that's so powerful and something so big for these customers, because when they got the chair, my motto is when you look good, you feel good. And all my customers, when they got my chair, they need to feel like they need to feel good, man, about themselves. They need to feel great. They need to feel like they're on top of the world. They need to feel like nobody can stop them, and that's what part of the upper level is. That's part of my brand, upper level. Like, we want to take it to the top, you know what I'm saying? We want to take it to where people can just really feel on top of their game and they're on the up. So, now we're going to come back and just touch a little more spots. Like I said, if I see something I don't like, I'm going to go back in there and tap it one time. Okay, so now I believe we come with the razor. So now I already changed my blade out before you got in the chair. Boom, we tapping that razor line. Tap, tap, tap. Tapping that razor. And that's just going to give me that more like, just closer to the cut, and I like to pull the skin when I'm hitting them. So you don't want to get no cuts. You got to pull that skin, We'll just head back a little bit. And I'm just gonna I'm pulling the skin down. As you can see, I'm trying to get my way to pull that skin. With that skin real tight when you're pulling it. You know. And I love that ash look. You know, when you're doing this with the razor, it creates a nice ash. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love that ash because the ash is what, you know, just get that haircut, that just 3D look, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we come back with get the little whiskies off of them, you know, the little whiskers, you know, the little particles, you know what I mean? And, man, you got a clean taper, you guys. I'm gonna bring you guys over here and look at this cut, man. Come on, come aboard. Come look at this greatness over here. So, man, come on, man. Stop playing with me, y'all. Stop playing with me. Look at that. Look at that, boys. Waves, though. Holy smokes. Look at them waves, y'all. And, you know, my man do-rags up a lot. Normally, he wears drop fades, wear taper fades. But look at the cleanness of that fade. And we did that fade pretty quick, too. Like, I think we was in the chair for no more than maybe 12 minutes, 13 minutes. And this is because I'm chopping up with y'all. I'm sure the tutorial. Normally, I can do the fade at the same degree a lot quicker, but I know I'm showing y'all the cut. So I want to make sure I'm giving y'all the best angles and ways of doing this as possible, man. But always remember, you know, don't worry about speed, worry about quality. I'm just giving you guys shortcuts. Right back to it on the next cut, you guys. One of my regular customers, man, good dude. Been cutting his hair for some time now. He wanted to do a low drop fade, skin in particular. And here I am, I'm going into the hair. I'm wetting the hair up. I'm just kind of like knocking off this weight because it's like it shouldn't be sitting there. It needs to be out the way. It needs to go over a little more. So there we go. Get him out of there, coach. Get him out of there. There you go. Get him out of there, coach. We just making sure that all that sits right, all of it. And I see that little piece up in the back. Don't worry, I'm gonna come back to that because I gotta make sure I'm getting my levels right because I'm about to get ready to re-wet his hair and lay it down. So, boom. Get to make sure all this is gonna lay right when we come over with it because he wants to come over with a hard part. He's a military dude. So you guys probably wondering why the fade going? Because these military guys like their fades a certain way. So, you know, everybody likes different cuts. Everybody has different preference. This particular guy, I know his cut, I know what he likes. Once again, pays very, very well. Pays me very, very well for his cut. And shout out to him being in the military, man. Very stand-up dude. Very good customer. We have good talks when he comes in the shop. Now I'm just blow drying that hair. And I see that extra little hair all over. And this is where I'm going to come in. This is where it gets real tricky because this is why I left that hair sticking up in the back. So now I'm going to come over and I'm going to wet it because now I need to get my compass down. And there's a reason to the side when I do this. There we go. Because I want everything to lay over smooth. You know what I mean? I need it to all lay over smooth. And there you go. I like his hair to be combed over. So I like mine to lay over a certain way. So when the fade meets the top of the hair, it all blends. And I see that on top. That's why I haven't, you know, we ain't really doing too much on the line. It's a soft tap. You know, and we just tapping, you know what I mean? Smooth, simple, you know, and we just kind of come back in the front now. I'm gonna make sure that line sits the way it needs to sit, you know what I mean, in the front. Because I'm not really trying to give him a lineup. I'm just making sure the edges are just kind of like, because his hair grows, obviously not straight across. He kind of has not really a receding line, but just doesn't have a straight line because of his comb over. So now we come back in and we just getting up under the fade. You know what I mean? Getting up under there. I like to do that, you know what I'm saying? I believe I'm gonna come back. And there we go. Just get some more stuff off. There you go. The rest of that fade. Get him up out of there, coach. Get him up out of there. And I'm creating a hard part for him. I'm not making it really too thick. Some people have preference of making thick hard parts. Some of my customers ask for thick hard parts. Me particularly, I like them thin. So, you know, but you know, here's one. I didn't make it too thick. I just, you know, because he's in the military, so I'm gonna make sure that we know, keep it thin. And I'm coming in. I'm giving this little like extra, just to get the extra hair, you know, really to the skin bald. These guys love having their fades. Some of these military guys really, really bald. And some guys like medium, some guys like high, but they love it when it has that bald feel to it. They want to make sure it's bald. Like, you know what I mean? They got that bald feel, really clean. And like I said, this dude's he's a good dude too, man. Because we talking about everything, man. Politics. We talking about just life. Just real estate, business. He was telling me he was letting his girlfriend cut his hair during the pandemic, and we kind of chopped up about that. And I thought that was funny because he's like, man, YouTube tutorials definitely helped. So I thought that was funny. So here I am chasing out the razor, putting a new razor into there, and I'm just gonna go over there and just kind of just slightly just go on his line, just slightly, you know what I mean? Just slightly go on his line, and just slightly go on his line, slightly, and then we're gonna go in there and just kind of tap in that hard line. We're just tapping, not really doing too much. We're just kind of creating a little more of the part, and we're just kind of going over the line. Nothing too crazy, just kind of going over the line. Now, you guys probably noticed that little piece sticking up in the back. And that's, once again, when you make the hard part. But I'm going to go back in there. I see it. So I'm going to go back in there right now, and I'm going to go get it. You know what I mean? And that's very important because that's why I laid the hair down the way I did with the holder. Because we need to know when he goes home, once again, I want him to have the same cut as when he left the shop. So I had already peeped that hair sticking up. And remember, with the black walls in my tutorials, some of these fades might look a little dense in certain areas, so I turn the chair. So don't be screaming in my comment section, oh, man, bro, I know, I see everything. I pay attention to everything. And then here we go. I'm bringing y'all over. Come over here and check this out. So here we go. We got a nice, clean fade, you know what I mean? And this is what he wanted. This is what he asked for. And he's a stand-up customer, man. And he pays really well for my services. And, the fade looks good. Looks complete. You know what I mean? And you just got to always remember, just remember, keep the fades at your precision and how you like them. What up, y'all? All right, man, for our third cut, man. Today was a crazy day in the shop today, too. And, I mean, I'm going to show you guys my appointment list on this day, particularly right here on the right side. And, yeah, we was booked out all day on both the Square app and the Square app and the Busky app. It was booked out for the whole day. So, I believe this was on Monday. I remember what day it was. What day was yesterday? Yesterday was the 18th. So these cuts are from the 18th. Very, very crazy day in the shop. Very, very crazy day. This customer in particular, good dude, military dude, sergeant major in the military, really stand-up guy, like an OG to me, like an uncle, you know what I mean? Using cool care to clean off. Gives me a lot of game. I respect this gentleman a lot because I feel like, whenever I need like some, uncle advice or older advice, he gets ready to give it to me. So I believe I had just cut him up a couple weeks ago, but he wants to do a high taper. So I'm always trying to find, like I said, my directions. So I'm finding my direction. I'm coming down on it. I'm just coming down on it. Coming down on that. So we're just going with the grain, making sure we follow the wave pattern. And I understand his head. Once I cut you one time and we understand what's going on, I understand where we're going with it. So I'm just following my lines. Just following my lines. Like I said, once I understand the hair and the direction it goes, and once people, I understand my customers, you know what I mean? And you'll get the hang of that too. When you cut somebody more than once and you deal with them, you'll understand how to cut their head, you know what I mean? So, man, this is a vibe, And I want to show you guys other haircuts too, like maybe like high tops and like, a lot of fades. There's a lot of fades I want to show you guys, but, particularly this video, a lot of the guys out here are military guys and they wear wavelength hair and they wear tapers or fades. That's like 99% of my customers. I mean, you get a lot of guys come in too if they on leave and he wanted me to go shorter. He said he wanted me to go shorter on the fade. He wanted me to go a little shorter. I mean, on the top, he wanted me to go shorter. And I told him I would at the end of the cut. So going in for my taper now, we just chopping it up about cars. We watching CJ on 32s, and we just chopping up about cars. I always try to keep my customer in the chair comfortable, happy. This is his moment to escape his life outside of the shop. You know, he comes in here to get away from all the work, you know, all the whatever's going on outside the shop. This is his time to really be at peace and enjoy his cut and have fun with me. And I try to give him a very direct experience with Upper Level. You know, I want to give him a very, very direct experience, very, very, very fun. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, dope vibe. You know what I mean? You want people to come in your business, and you want people to not only is it cut good, but what do they spend their money with you for? They can spend their money anywhere. They can go to Supercuts. They can go to, you know, the cheap spots and get the low $8 trim ups. But what are they going to come spend money with you for? So you got to create that, not just in the cut, but in your brand and in what you got going. Even the way your shop looks. A lot of barbers just put any old kind of shop together, you know, and that's not important. You know, your floors matter, you know, everything around the whole shop, you know, the lighting, the TVs, the art, you know, what represents you. So, you know, that plays a lot. And I've maybe built in my area some of the best shops. So, you know, this is a little more of an intimate setting shop that I have. I'm showing you guys right now, but it still matters. I got nice flooring in there. Lighting is crazy. The art is dope, and we got a 75-inch flat screen hanging on the wall just so people feel comfortable. Now we're coming in the back, and we knocking out that line. You know what I mean? And we knocking out the line. You know, he wants like a kind of a not so high taper, but you know, I'm just getting a little weight off of there. You know, getting a little weight off of there. You know, and like I say all the time, I don't use guards, so I'm not gonna be the barber detaching guards. I'm just not how I do it. And I wasn't trained to cut like that. I can use guards, but I've trained myself to just be able to control the hair. The hair doesn't control me, and I have fun with it. I have a lot of fun with it. So I understand what I'm doing, and I have fun, and I'm in creative control, and that's what matters at the end of the day. That's really what matters. So, you know, as long as you're doing what you got to do and you're having fun and you're creating your vibe, man, creating your ambiance, man, you know what I'm saying? Just do what makes you right. So he wanted me to go down a little more on the hair. So this one I'm coming down on the hair. You know what I mean? I'm knocking a little bit more of that hair off because he wanted to go a little lower. And just going over, knocking it down. So I went with a 1 detachable, 1.5 detachable. But now I'm coming back with the 1, and I believe it's slight close. It's not all the way closed. I want to go too short now, but it's slight close. So, and we just going over that, and we just knocking a little bit of whatever extra was on top. Like I said, he wanted his hair short. And notice how we are engaged in a conversation while I'm cutting his hair. You know, we having good vibes. We having good talks. You know, I think a lot of these customers really value that. I got somebody coming to the door. I'm in a secure building, so I was telling my people let them in because I wanted to get back to the cut. It was a crazy day in the shop, you guys. I'm talking about crazy day. So I'm just telling my partners to let the people in because we got a busy day. And this is how I be at the shop. So coming back, and then I'm gonna make sure I'm showing y'all always clean your clippers, cool care, you know, and then we come back, and then we're gonna just, you know, tap that line up on the back, and we go over the ear, you know, go over that ear, and we just, you know, kind of clean up the little extra hair on the side, you know, clean up the extra. And I really respect this dude I'm cutting right now. He's a good dude, man. We talk about sports, about a lot of stuff. Like I said, man, we talk about, you know, just real things that are important, you know. And you get a lot of mentorship from your customers. Not only do I counsel my customers, I get a lot of mentorship from them. They mentor me, you know what I mean? Because they know, you know, I'm working hard. I'm believing in myself. A lot comes with this. A lot of hate, a lot of BS, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of, envy. And when you're good at what you do, you better be ready for the hate and the jealousy, because it's going to be there. So when I got guys like this in the chair, that are very successful and have made a way out of nothing and have come from the bottom, and they can give you the game on how to really sustain your legacy in your time. Because at the end of the day, man, you gotta value life and your hard work. People just work hard and don't even get to enjoy it. So people like him give me the opportunity to get gems, and that's how I give them to y'all. So I'm going over here, tapping the line. I'm sorry I'm blocking y'all from the camera. It's just hard to cut from the other side. This is how I do my lineups. I'm just kind of tapping. I'm not really even I'm just tapping my lines, creating my C's, what I mean? But I'm just getting my compass down, I'm getting my compass down right now. It's like my navigation, just getting the compass down for his line, very, very important, get the compass down. I like to brush that hair over the edge so I can make sure when he gets home. I always remember that. That's why I love freezing my lines, because I just like the hair to be on the edge and really be in full creative control of the hair. So now I'm gonna come back into them fades and I'm gonna get back in them. Just make sure all that fade look good. I'll make sure that fade look really, really, really good. I'm opening and closing. Notice my technique. I was opening and closing it so fast so I can get all that extra hair. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. It's open, and then I'm opening and closing it. I'm flicking my hand, and then I'm gonna come back. I really don't need that guard like that. I'm gonna come back into it, and I'm just gonna clip it over, comb it. And that's because I want to make sure all of the fades match on both sides. That's very important on these tapers. You gotta make sure when people got waves, you making sure that they're symmetrical on both sides. You don't want to have one taper high on one side and one low on the other side. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. When I first started cutting hair, that was a big problem for me. I don't even understand how I broke past that, but I would have one taper higher than the other, and that's important. You don't want to do that. So now I believe I'm going in. I believe I'm getting my fibers ready, and like I said, I like fibers. Some barbers want to use the beam. I ain't knocking it, but fibers is what works for me, and I think it's dope. You know what I mean? So I'm just slightly not adding much, but it's not even getting clogged up, in the thing. So I'm knocking it out. There we go. So now, just making sure, get a little on that line. You know what I mean? Get low on that line. And every barber has their own way of how they cut and how they use their fibers and, how you do it, man. And don't get it twisted. I definitely can cut without, using no fibers. I believe my razor game is wicked too. So now I'm going and I'm freezing. I'm freezing it up. You know what I mean? And don't be intimidated by the fibers. Honestly, like I said, I think people just are in tune with that right now. That's what's hot. I've been doing it for years though. We used to use a spray called High Beam, and then we used to use I used to use like a little like a lipstick where we would put it on the hairlines back in the day. But the beam is dope, but the fibers is what works for me, and I like it a lot. So I'm just getting that hair, like I like to have that hair tight, you know what I'm saying? Because when he goes home and puts that do-rag on, he got the same look as if the do-rag was on. So now I'm coming across that line, and I'm just tapping that line, you know what I mean? I'm making sure that line is just looking good. I'm just going in slightly, barely touching. We don't want to cut them. We're just going in and we creating, and there we go, making the C's, and as you see now, coming back around the other side and do the same thing. We just tapping in, real simple. You don't gotta do too much, just create your little way. And I'm really I wish the camera was like a little more in depth, and we're gonna work on that. But I want to show you, I'm just barely touching him. I'm barely you just gotta learn how to use that, use that flick of that wrist. Just barely touching him, barely. You know what I mean? It's really clean, very, very clean. So, and then we got our compass down. You know what I mean? Our compass is down. Still having great convo in the shop, me and my OG. You know what I mean? The cuts looking, waves is crazy, bruh. Waves is looking crazy, bruh. Shout out to my OG, man. Good dude. Good dude. So, you know, cuts looking phenomenal. And now I'm gonna go back in, and again, like I said, I like to make sure my tapers are even on both sides. And him being a sergeant major in the military, he don't play about his hair. And he's very, very meticulous on his hair. So, you know, he's from the South. He don't play around. So I'm going back over it. He likes his hair to lay a certain way. And I understand that. I'm gonna get a customer what they want. I'll be hopping in the comment section trying to tell me what to do for this customer. If he asks me for a certain way of cutting his hair, that's what I'm gonna do. I understand. I appreciate everybody's opinions and everybody's ideas and advice. That's cool. But once again, I'm doing what pays me and what keeps my customers happy. At the end of the day, that's what keeps them happy. You know, we switching out the razor right now, and going in with that new razor. We're gonna go over here and just tap. Just want to tap that line, you know, and make sure that we get that nice, clean cut. You know what I mean? It's real clean. Real clean. There we go. There we go. I'm just grabbing that skin. I'm just pulling it. I'm just grabbing that skin and pulling it. You know what I mean? Grabbing that skin and pulling it. Grabbing that skin, you know, pulling it. And that's all you got to do, man. And that's a phase. That joint clean. You know what I mean? Get all the extra debris off. I like it when it's ashy, so I like that ash in that line. So if you come to me and you got grease, man, you might get an overcharge. But I like it when it's dry and clean. I come over this, and it's just to lay them waves down really, really good. Lay them down really, really, really good. You know, then we're gonna go ball the sides out. I like it when it lays down really, really good though. I like it when them waves are laying down real clean. You know, so man, cuts clean, man. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I be watching this. I be like, man, I'm ready to go cut right now. It's just fun being in the box, man. Just getting it in, man. I have fun. My OGs, my customers, even when I cut kids, like, you know, it's just fun, man. I really enjoy what I do because I've become so great at it, you know, and now the fact that I'm even giving people my gems is even better. It's fun. So I think at the end of the day, that's what it's about. But come on over here, y'all. Let's go look at this cut. Comment down below what you think. So, you know, everybody has their own opinion, but it is what it is. And it is what it should be. Like Drake said. But nah, man, check it out, though, y'all. You know what I mean? And that joint sitting, bruh. That joint sitting, man. Sitting sideways, man. Yeah, there you go. That joint, you know. And everybody got different hairlines. So, you know, this particular one, it's one of the fades. Hope y'all like it. Man, shout out to my OG, man. Fresh on though. Getting off work, y'all. So hopefully y'all was filming the vlogs today. Shout out to my baby though. Whew. This joint's so sexy. This is what happens when you work hard. Look at that joint, y'all. Woohoo! That joint's sexy, huh? Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Beans thing. Hopefully you guys are taking some of the jewels I'm giving y'all in these videos and y'all like really following suit. Don't worry about haters. Don't worry about hate. Don't worry about negativity. Don't worry about doubters. And don't worry about people who just trying to like tug at you and hate, you know what I'm saying? Like, life's good, man. Life is really good. So, about to head to the gym. More vlogs on the way, giving you guys more game on how to do these cuts. how to build your business. I already been giving gems on my channel. You know what I'm saying? How to make money and stuff. We're gonna be giving more gems though. About to be giving more gems, more valuable information that you guys need to understand about how to make money in this game. And I just want to be a platform for y'all to use to make more moves and more money. So we're gonna work together. You guys comment down below what y'all want to see in these videos, man. Let me know what y'all want to see. I'm here to help y'all, help me, help y'all, help us. We all become better. So man, I'm headed to the crib. I'll see y'all when I get there. I'll end the vlog there. We're gonna get ready to head to the gym because health is wealth more than anything. Stay in the gym. You know, being a barber, you gain a lot of weight. I don't know what it is. I guess when you're sitting all day, but you gotta get in the gym, man. You gotta shit all that, you know, up off you. So I'll see y'all in a second. Peace.